This is Ira Heiden from Dream Warriors Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3, and you are listening to the Boys Podcast. And whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
Hello? You guys? Where are you? Is somebody there?
Well, you look tired. Have a seat.
No thanks. I'm fine just the way I am.
For now, maybe. But when you wake up, it's back in the saddle again.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is Joe, and welcome back to an episode of the Boys Podcast. Today, I'm joined by an awesome and amazing actor. What is your name, sir?
Ira Heiden.
So, what are you doing during these times of quarantine? Like, what have you been up to during these quarantine times?
During the quarantine times, I've been taking care of my 13-year-old boy and trying to stay healthy and trying to get some work also when it's available for acting.
Nice. I like that. That's cool. Now, I don't know if you remember me mentioning, like, the directing thing. If you ever, like, if I become a director, I'll hire you. I'm sorry.
That sounds like a plan. I'm in. I like it.
Awesome. I actually write, like, sci-fi stuff, like, I don't feel like sci-fi. I love sci-fi stuff. So.
I love sci-fi. I've had many friends that have been on lots of sci-fi shows. Twilight Zone. Do you remember that show?
Then.
Yeah. One of my good friends, Billy Mooney, has done a couple of episodes. He was the boy who wished everyone into the cornfield.
Oh, okay. I remember that episode. Okay.
Yeah, don't ever make him mad. He'll wish you there.
Okay. Yeah, I've just been during these quarantine times. I graduated virtually high school, and then why not like leave like a positive impact and like make cheer people up with these podcast interviews, because
Cool.
people are feeling like negative and down. Why not?
These help bring people up, and that's a good thing you're doing, Joe. Real good.
Thank you, Ira. Okay. So, what made you want to become an actor, and who was your biggest inspiration for acting?
Oh my gosh. Well, I wanted to become an actor many, many, many years ago when I was a little kid. I used to do like song and dance in front of my family during, Thanksgiving and all the times that we'd all get together in Brooklyn, New York. And I decided, this could be fun. I want to do this. So when I went to high school, I pursued acting and did some theater work. And then my parents had divorced a while back when I was 10. But my mom lived in California, and I lived in Florida. And so she came out for my high school graduation, and she asked, what do I want to do? And I said, I don't know. She said, why don't you come out to LA and try acting? So I said, okay. And I did. And I had a manager right away, which was very helpful.
Okay.
And within a month, I booked a job that got me into the Screen Actors Guild. And it was a Pepsi commercial for the movies. And it was with Johnny Depp. It was with Sherilyn Finn. It was with Brooke McCarter and my friend, who became my best friend at the time, Harold Pruitt. And so that's how I kind of got into it. And watching Steve Martin was by far the funniest and my favorite actor. I wanted to be silly and funny like him.
Wild, crazy guy.
Yep, exactly.
That's cool. I like that. I think you would get along with, that's like from New York, Brooklyn, New York, to be precise. And he also likes Steve Martin. The actor Andrew Cassese. Do you know who that is?
No. Is he?
Have you seen Revenge of the Nerds?
Oh yeah, of course.
Worms or the little kid in there.
Oh, okay.
You would get along with him. I could see it because you guys both like Steve Martin. You're both from New York. I guess you guys go along.
I'm going to have to try and track him down if he's out here.
I got you. I'll send you his Twitter. I got you too if you want his Twitter.
Perfect. That
Gotcha.
sounds good. I'm trying to think. One of my friends, Tom Hodges, I think he was in one of the Revenge of the Nerds. He was a big bully type guy.
You know Tom Hodges? I know Tom. I know who that is. He's in part 2.
Yeah, part 2, and he was in Lucas and all that good stuff. Yeah, great guy.
So he probably knows Andrew. I bet.
Probably.
Wow, that's cool. And believe it or not, I do like also sometimes like a duo podcast when like one '80s movie meets another '80s movie. Like I did him and Diane Franklin. Do you know who she is?
Of course, she was in. She played the French girl with.
Got it.
I saw her probably about 4 years ago at a horror convention. I know who you're talking about.
John Cusack.
Yeah, John Cusack. Yeah.
Want to? You could be you and Andrew, the two New York boys.
That would be fun.
Really cool. It would be awesome.
Yeah.
The two New York boys. You know.
Set it up.
I got you. Okay. Okay. So, what is your favorite role they've portrayed? Choose your favorite.
My favorite role. So there's 3 now.
3. Okay.
Of my favorite roles. Nightmare on Elm Street 3, hands down, has to be the best because of the experience that I had and the people that I worked with, and to get to work with Robert Englund. I mean, it was amazing.
Okay.
The second, which is a real close runner-up, is I worked one day on Father of the Bride, so I got to work with Steve Martin, and I had a great experience with him. To get to work with the man you grew up watching and made you laugh and inspired you into acting was pretty amazing. So that was definitely one of the biggest ones. And then third, I've done lots of fun TV and film and stuff like that, but last October I got to do voice work for the brand new Ghostbusters that's coming out in November.
Oh, okay.
And so I got to play one of the mini Stay Puft characters.
That's cool. Sorry.
If you go on YouTube and check it out, the trailer just came out like 3 weeks ago. And so that was amazing. Working with Jason Reitman was so cool. And to get to voice one of those characters. And I also did ADR for the movie, so lots of background stuff and ghosts and things like that. So that was pretty awesome.
You want to talk about sci-fi?
Yeah, exactly, right? Sci-fi.
That you're one of the. I think I saw that clip on YouTube where Paul Rudd and then the bag of marshmallows. Yep. Oh, okay.
So I played a couple of I was one of the guys on the Roomba that bangs into his feet. I played the character that drooled on the barbecue and sucks it back up. There's actually a scene that nobody saw yet that'll be coming out. Where I eat a green jelly bean and poop it back out. It was a lot of fun. I mean, it was just to get to work with some of the actors that have been doing voice work for a long time too. So it was a lot of fun.
Wow, that's awesome. And when you talk voice actors, I've actually interviewed a great amount of voice actors. You probably know, actually.
Yeah.
Do you know Rob Paulson?
No.
He's one of the, as I say, the greatest voice actors of all time. He voices Yakko in Animaniacs.
Oh, okay.
In the Brain.
Right.
Yes.
Do you know Tom Kinney?
Not personally, but he's the SpongeBob guy, I think, right?
Yeah, we have the same agent.
Ooh, okay, that's cool.
He's a really good guy.
Oh. Okay, and then I've also interviewed, Eric Bauza?
No.
He's gonna be in the new Space Jam movie that's coming out.
Oh, cool.
He's Daffy in the new movie.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's fun work. I mean, animation is so much fun.
Yeah, so when you mention voiceover, I love different people's voices and,
Right on.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then, quick question. Sorry, Mr. Heiden.
Yeah.
Can you do like the thing in my dreams? Like, you know how you did that in Nightmare on Elm Street?
In my dreams, my legs are strong. I can walk. In my dreams, I am the wizard master.
I'll add effects. I got you. That's cool. Sorry, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Thank you, Mr.
of
Heiden.
course. Yeah, my
Okay.
wizard master is a classic one.
Now, what would you say is the coolest kill in Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3 Dream Warriors? What is the coolest
Okay,
kill?
so the coolest one. Okay, I'll tell you mine if you tell me yours.
Okay.
All right, you go first.
The coolest, like how original and cool it is?
Yeah.
The TV kill. When he grabs TV kill and welcome to prime time. And then he says
That's exactly what I was going to say. That to me, Penelope's death is one of the best. I mean,
Yeah.
the way that just was put together was amazing. You know, it was great.
And then how he comes out of the TV with his head, and then that's pretty. I don't know how they do that, but wow. Like,
It was pretty awesome. You know, we worked on such a low budget. You know, we did all that for I think it was under $1 million, or it was close to $1 million. And you know, we didn't have any of that CGI stuff. We didn't have anything in that sense. It was really cool. It was such a great film to be a part of, Joe. And you know, like with Bradley Gregg, you know how he had the veins, you know. So
yeah.
I remember him doing it, and it was kind of like a dance. He was like going back and forth, and then they had to cut us for lunch, so he had to eat with his veins all wrapped around him. Turns out we had spaghetti that afternoon too. So
Oh man.
it was an amazing show to be a part of, and I never knew back then that it would be as big as it is right now.
It's like people like they should like watch. In my opinion, it's like the best one in the whole, the whole thing, the whole series that there is.
I think you're right, Joe. I believe that it was one that wasn't too funny or too silly,
Yeah.
and it had a great meaning of all of us kids that are trapped in a mental ward. You know, they think we're all loonies, but we're actually trying to fight this demon, and we have to fight him together, which is a pretty symbolic thing to do, you know. And gosh, it'll be 2 years in September. I put together a reading. We did a stage reading of Nightmare on Elm Street 3 with almost all the entire cast. Robert Englund was there, Heather Langenkamp was there, and we raised money for mental health awareness. So we ended up raising close to $20,000 for Dee Hirsch Foundation, which is a great thing. I still think that it's the best movie. It really is.
It is. And then sadly, I think a couple months ago, didn't that one guy pass away? The dad? I forgot his name. I'm
John Saxon.
Yeah. He sadly passed away.
And John was such a wonderful actor, and I didn't realize till I'd run into him a couple times at conventions. He worked with Bruce Lee.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. Yeah.
And Bruce Lee's son, Brandon, was a good friend of mine.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was neat to find out that John had worked with his dad, you know.
Now, if you could do like any role, is there a role you want to do that you haven't done yet, but you want to do it?
Not really. I don't think there's a certain role out there that would be, you know, that's calling my name that I need to do. I like to work. And I like to utilize what I'm good at. You know, I did 8 episodes of Alias, the TV show. So I played a CIA agent, techie guy. So, you know, that was a lot of fun. I tend to play the nerd role pretty good. So there's nothing like a stretch of like what I need to do, some psychopath or anything like that. Although, you know, I mean, if I could recreate, what's his name, Terry, from the Stepfather.
Okay.
That would be a fun role to play. Terry O'Quinn.
That'd be cool. That would be.
Wait, who am I? Have you seen that movie?
Yeah, I've actually grown up like on older stuff, so I didn't know that movie.
Cool.
That's cool. Because believe it or not, my parents they raised me on the older stuff. Because I like newer stuff, but I like the older stuff more. You know.
Right.
It's cool.
Yeah, the older stuff has some true meaning, you know.
Yeah.
The
And
grit.
yeah. And then believe it or not, I've actually interviewed. Do you know the author Jeff Kinney?
No.
He's the author of the best-selling books Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Oh yeah, my son has read all those books. So you interviewed him?
Yes.
How was that? Did it?
He was very nice,
Yeah.
humble, very cool. I still talk to him, like believe it or not, like on Easter, he wished me Happy Easter, Joe.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very, very nice. He should sign some books for you.
But if your son ever wants like to say hi, I can tell him Ira Heiden's son. I don't know your son's name says hi. I got
Ethan,
you.
yeah.
I got you. I'll say my
Yeah.
buddy Ira Heiden, his son Ethan says hi. Got you.
Okay.
Anything
Yeah,
help? Yeah.
that'd
Okay.
be nice.
Yeah. Catch you up. I help. Okay. Now, over the years of your career, do you still keep in touch with co-stars, directors, etc.?
So one of the things that I've always been able to do on any film that I've worked with is I've pretty much held on to the relationships and the friendships. So I talked to pretty much everyone from Nightmare on Elm Street 3,
Okay.
except Patricia Arquette, although we emailed each other back and forth sometimes. Um, you know, I worked on a movie called Illegally Yours, which was an incredible movie where I played Rob Lowe's brother, and Peter Bogdanovich directed that movie, and so I keep in touch with a lot of the cast from that movie. Kim Myers, who was in Nightmare on Elm Street 2, and then her husband now, Eric Small. They met on that movie, and so we've stayed friends for 35 years. And I just reached out yesterday night to a buddy of mine that I worked with on a movie called Zapped Again.
Oh, this part. I remember that
Part
movie.
2, yeah. Todd Eric Andrews. And, somebody had liked or set up on YouTube the trailer from the movie, and so I sent it to Todd. And it's just, we've kept in touch, and on all of my movies, I've always kept in touch with people.
I like that. I like to hear that.
Yeah. So when you put me in a movie, I'll keep in touch with all the people that that you hire.
I got you. Believe it or not, maybe the people like some of the guests I've had on, they said they would. I'm thinking about making a movie with the guests I've had on the podcast. So you'll meet all these people: Diane Franklin, Andrew Cassess. You meet all those people.
Yeah, that would be great.
Gotcha.
That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Okay. Now, who is the coolest person you've worked with? The coolest. Was it cool?
Rob Lowe.
Rob Lowe.
I worked with him in the height of the 80s. It was 87.
Wow.
Just, the epitome of a hard-working actor, having fun and just totally cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
So, what director taught you the most, and is there a director you want to work with?
The director that taught me the most, it would probably be two. I would have to say Chuck Russell, because it was the very first film that I ever worked on, and then Peter Bogdanovich. I mean, what a great person who has such a history of working in film. To be able to work with him was pretty amazing. So I listened to whatever he said, and he didn't have a lot of notes for me, didn't have a lot to say, and I started kind of getting a little worried. So I took him aside once. I said, how come you're not telling me a lot? He goes, it's because you're doing the right thing.
Oh?
Yeah, I'll let you know if there's something else that I want you to do. So I learned from him. I learned from Chuck, and I feel like I also learned from Jason in the sense that Jason Reitman, in the sense that, from his mind, the way he saw these characters, and to be able to feed off of that and play, which was great. And that was on Zoom, by the way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is there a director you want to work with eventually?
I would like to work with this guy Joe Zito. I don't know. I think you know of him. I think I hear his work is going to be incredible. So yeah, I'd love to work with Joe. Um, my gosh, who else would I really? I got to work with my friend Lee Farber, who is a great director, and I'd like to work with him more.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I worked with David Fincher.
Oh, that's cool.
I'd like to work with him more. Yeah, I was in Mank, in the movie that just came out.
Wow. Okay. I gotta watch
Yeah, I
that.
had a small role. I was one of the reporters, and it
Okay.
was in the very very end of the movie. But yeah, that was pretty. Oh yeah, and it was really cool to work with Gary Oldman too.
That's cool. And maybe Spielberg, maybe Steven
Yeah,
Spielberg.
of course, that would be great.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Okay.
My friend Bradley Gregg did. Bradley Gregg worked with Spielberg on, I think it was Indiana Jones, the second one, or Temple of Doom. No, it was the third one, I think.
He was in. I know. To be honest, I know he was
Yeah,
in that.
it was with the one that River Phoenix was in.
Oh, okay. I think I might have. No, I could like
River
place the.
Phoenix was his best friend, so
Wow.
yeah.
Okay. Now, if you didn't go into acting, what would your career be, and what hobbies do you have?
I would have been a veterinarian. I love animals. I love dogs. Um, and that's what I wanted to be as a kid earlier. Also,
Like
that
that.
was one of the things I wanted to do. Now, hobbies. Hmm. What are my hobbies? I used to play a lot of racquetball, but I don't play that much anymore. But I love going mountain bike riding with my son.
Hmm,
That's a
okay.
lot of fun. I love hiking with my wife.
That's cool.
That's a ton of fun. Um, yeah, I think that's. I don't play Dungeons and Dragons anymore, unfortunately.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah, what's called for the veterinarian? My little sister actually, she's like 8. She wants to become a veterinarian too.
That's great.
She
She loves animals. That's great. One of my mom's best friends, Marty Dennis, used to be the big animal doctor.
Oh wow.
So he used to, take care of like any sick zoo pets or any tigers, and like Siegfried and Freud, their animals. He used to
Oh
help take care of and stuff like that. Yeah.
wow. That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a favorite? Sorry. Do you have a favorite band and type of music?
Oh man. Pearl Jam, the Beatles, um, Thelonious Monk, jazz, Mozart, classical. I'm not a big country fan, but I'm getting to learn a little more because of my wife. She loves country. Um, and The Doors.
Okay,
Love The Doors. And recently became friends with Robbie Krieger, the guitarist.
that's cool.
Yeah, maybe I'll have to get him to get on here too.
That would be cool. Thank you.
And what other kind of music do I like? I like meditation music. I like the
Uh,
sitar. I like sitar music.
okay.
Yeah, stuff like that.
I actually, believe it or not, got to meet my favorite band actually of all time.
Who?
Really? Okay, so they're 70s, 80s, and 90s, but their lead singer, like their original singer, passed away in the 90s. Do you know the band?
70s, 80s, and 90s?
Hmm.
Mm, give me a genre. Give me like
There are
some.
like so many genres: rock, jazz, class. There's so many different genres they
Earth,
do.
Wind, and Fire.
No. Do you remember?
Exactly. um, give me a hint.
Okay, they're British. If that helps. They're British.
They're British. Men without hats. No, they're not British. Um,
We could dance if you want. Yeah, that's men without hats you're mentioning.
S S S S A F F F. Let's see. Kiss. No.
No. Want me to give you another hint? I give you
Everybody
another.
died for Kiss. Give me another hint.
Their guitarist works with NASA.
Is what?
Works with NASA. Their
Work
guitarist.
with NASA?
Yes. You're like, oh no.
Did anyone get this right?
They start the letter Q. So.
Queen?
Yes.
I did not know Brian May worked for NASA.
Yes, you got it. Wow, you know that. There you go. See, there you go.
Wow. That was one of my first albums, and I remember Fat Bottomed Girls. And I remember the album that I had. You could open it up, and it came with a poster.
Okay.
And you opened up the poster, and it was like 100 naked women on bicycles. Because you remember bicycle. I want to ride my bicycle. Yeah. So, Queen, very cool.
I met Brian and Roger.
You met them? Wow, that's cool.
And Brian's like freakishly tall. He's like 6'5" or something crazy.
That is crazy.
I was like, holy smokes, you're Brian May and you're Roger. Like, you should have seen my face. I was like, I have a heart attack. The Wayne's World moment. I'm not worthy. That type of
right?
thing. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's great. So wait, how did you meet them?
Well, they had a concert here in 2017. I bought myself some backstage passes. I got it.
Nice.
Yes. I was like,
very,
holy crap, you know.
Very cool.
Yeah. Okay. Now, do you have a favorite sport and favorite team? Do you have favorite sports and teams?
I do. I love hockey.
Yes. I'm sorry, but yeah, that's my favorite sport.
And I'm a huge Kings fan.
Okay.
And before that, though, I grew up with the New York Islanders.
Okay.
I grew up with the 70s team, the Dynasty team, the one that won 5 championships in a row. And then were dethroned by...
I forgot. I'm sorry. I forgot.
The Edmonton Oilers, a guy named Wayne Gretzky.
Yep, Wayne Gretzky.
And Mark Messier and Yari Curry. Yeah, so I love hockey. I love football.
Okay. Who's your team?
The Jets. Since I'm from New York, I kind of have kept my New York teams. Yeah, the Jets, they're horrible.
You guys just got Zach Wilson yesterday.
Is that good?
Oh, he's good. He's good.
Okay.
Drafted him. Yesterday was the draft, and still today.
Right, I know. I didn't get a chance to look at it or anything, so that's awesome. Yes, we're gonna win the Super Bowl now.
He's a quarterback. That helps.
I like basketball. I'm a huge Knicks fan, and this is finally a good year. Finally winning some games. You know, they just had a 9-game winning streak. I also love baseball. Big Mets fan.
Okay.
And my son is an Atlanta Braves fan.
Why?
Why? So he was on the Braves. That was his very first team that he played on, and so he kept liking the Atlanta Braves.
How would I choose the Mets over the Braves? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I would have too. But, you know, hey, my son beats to his own drum.
Yeah. Believe it or not, I've also interviewed hockey players on the podcast.
Yeah?
Yes.
Like who?
Do you know Martin St. Louis, Tampa Bay Lightning, New York Rangers?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, of course.
I got him on the podcast. He's a Hall of Famer.
That's great. I just may have to get you, like, a good friend of mine is Luke Robitaille. Might have to get Luke on.
That is cool. He's the Kings president or GM?
Yeah.
President.
No, he's the president right now.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Former King.
Huh?
He's a former Kings player too. Look what
Yep.
Kings
So wait,
legend.
who's your favorite hockey team?
Okay, do you want me to tell you or do you want to guess just one team?
Don't say the Blackhawks.
Hell no. I hate the Blackhawks. I'm sorry. I'm
Yes.
but I hate the Hawks. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them.
Okay. I don't know, the Maple Leafs.
That's a Canadian team. You got it right, but it's not the Maple Leafs.
Montreal? No.
No. They've never won a cup, my team. So I understand the struggles.
Vancouver.
Yes.
No. Yeah, Vancouver.
Yes.
Wow.
I like them, and I like because I'm actually good friends with the equipment manager of the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Joe, you are connected.
So when you mention hockey, I'm a total geek when it comes to hockey. So
I love it. My buddy took me to a bunch of games, and so I got to go in 2012 when the Kings won their first Stanley Cup, and I was there for Game 6 when they won the cup, and that was just such an amazing feeling. That was such a great one, and then I went to Game 1 of the 2014 Cup when they had that phenomenal run. I mean, phenomenal.
yeah.
Taking pretty much every series to the 7th game. So yeah, I'm a big hockey fan.
Awesome. Now, do you have a favorite current King player then? Is there a player you like?
Current King player, yeah.
Who's
Quentin Byfield.
Oh, the number 2 pick from this. He's good.
No,
He's
number
gonna be good.
55. He just played for the first time on Wednesday.
He looks good.
And although they lost, he played okay. He's gonna be a really good player.
I think, in my opinion, I think he'll be better than Alexei Lafreniere. I'm not good at French or Canadian speak, but I think he'll be better than that guy. The Rangers.
Yeah, I think you're right. Was he a center? I think he plays center, right, Alexei?
Yeah.
And I think Quentin is left winger.
You know your hockey. I see you. I'm sorry. I see you. A lot of my friends hate hockey, so thank you.
No, of course. Hockey's the best.
Yeah.
I grew up with it in New York City. So, my very first experience going to a hockey game, I was 10 years old, and I took my dad took me and a buddy of mine, and we're in Madison Square Garden, and it's just, it's mayhem, so much fun. So this is 76. So Eddie Westfall, and it's the Islanders playing the Rangers. And it's a crazy atmosphere, and the refs just made a horrible call, and the whole crowd just starts chanting bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. And my friend and I look at my dad, and my dad looks at us and goes, bullshit, bullshit. So my friend and I started going, bullshit, bullshit. And it was just like amazing. It was such a crazy time.
Well, and then I think the Islanders back in the the Islanders days, I think they had one of my favorite goalies, Billy Smith.
Billy Smith, of course.
He's one of my favorite goalies of all time. So.
Yep.
And oh, sorry, you were saying?
No, that team, that whole Billy Smith, and I think Chico Resch was also their other goalie, and Bobby Nystrom. My favorite player at the time was Mike Bossy, number 22.
Met him too. Sorry, you're talking about people.
Yep. So.
Oh, and then quick question before I get to the next question.
Sure.
I was going to show you. You said you were a big hockey fan. I actually have on my phone. I got you. Sorry, Mr. Heiden. Sorry to take up your time. Sorry.
It's okay.
Do you know who this is? Since you're a big hockey fan.
Why, that is Anze Kopitar.
That's Anze Kopitar?
No, that's not Anze Kopitar, is it?
Nope.
I tell.
Sorry.
That's not Luke, is it?
Nope.
Who is that?
Connor McDavid.
Oh, Connor McDavid. Sorry, I don't recognize him without a helmet.
Oh, good. He's like the best player they say in the league.
Yeah, I know. I wanted him to come to the Kings.
And then I got my favorite Canucks player, Bo Horvat, their captain, and that's the stick he gave me.
Oh, very nice.
You can tell I'm a big Canucks fan. My jacket and my hat.
Oh yeah, you're definitely there.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Now, thank you. Now, do you have a favorite food, and why is it your favorite?
Favorite food? I like pasta,
That's a good Italian dish because I'm Italian. So
and you can do so many different things with pasta. So I like pasta and
cool.
sushi.
Oh, and sushi. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Now, hopefully, when things get back to normal sooner rather than later, do you have any projects in the works that are up and coming for you?
Well, like I said, I do have Ghostbusters Afterlife coming out in November, which will
Okay.
be a lot of fun. And I'm producing a documentary on my friend Brandon Lee, so hopefully that'll be coming out in the near time future. And just looking to continue to work.
Wow. Okay. And then, what advice would you give people who want to become an actor or an actress? What's your advice?
Follow your dreams,
Okay.
continue to work hard, and have patience because it doesn't happen overnight.
Yes. You're absolutely right. And then I like to say, like, stay humble and remember where you came from,
Right?
too.
That's always a good one.
Yeah. Okay. Is there anything you like to promote and shout out that I can link down below in the video's description?
Follow the Ira Heiden page on Facebook, which is always a nice thing. That's about it.
Well, I thank you all so much for watching. Thank you, and Ira, for being an awesome and amazing guest.
Thank you, Joe.
Yeah. Thank you, and have a great day, everybody. And stay awesome. And you stay awesome, Ira.
Awesome.